Hi guys, in this video we'll be looking at algebraic expression grade 10. So specifically we are going to work with algebraic fractions. Right, so in this case we are given 3 divided by a minus 4 is plus 2 divided by a plus 3 minus 21 divided by a squared minus a. This is 12 minus 12, right? Minus 12. Okay, so we are required to simplify this. Right, the best way, let's start, we'll put an equal sign. 3 divided by a minus 4. When you're simplifying such algebraic expression, it's essential to look for an LCD. So remember, it's 2 divided by a plus 3. So minus 21 divided by a squared minus a minus 12, right? So we have a trinomial, so we need to factorize. Factors of a, it's a and a. Factors of 12, that will be 4 and 3, because for us to get negative 1, so here we'll put negative and positive. So we'll have a different signs. Negative 4 plus 3, that's negative 1. Negative 4 times 3, that's negative 12. So I can be sure that my factorization that's correct actually. So from here I know the LCD, it's gonna be a minus 4 and a plus 3. So the best way to simplify this type of fraction is to multiply each fraction by an LCD. So if we first multiply the first fraction here, we can see that we are going to have a common bracket, meaning that this 2 and this 2 will cancel. This 2 and this will cancel. So what I'm going to be left with? I'm going to be left with 3a plus 3. I'm going to be left with 3, open the bracket, a plus 3. So from here, second bracket, we can see we also have a common bracket, which is a plus 3. A plus 3 will cancel each other. Then we'll be left with plus 2, a multiplied by a minus 4. Right, so we saw what happened at the second fraction. Then at third fraction, we're also going to multiply by an LCD. We have common brackets, a minus 4 will cancel a minus 4. A plus 3 will cancel a plus 3. Meaning that we are left with 21, negative 21. So divided by a minus 4, a plus 3. Okay. The third step will be to multiply out the brackets. 3 multiplied by a, that's 3a. 3 multiplied by 3, that's going to be 9. 2 multiplied by a, that will be 2a. Then 2 multiplied by negative 4, that will be negative 8. Remember what I did. This is what I did. This numbers will multiply what is inside the bracket. Then we're left with minus 21. And don't forget to put your LCD, your denominator at the denominator, a minus 4 and a plus 3. So we are at a step where we need to collect the like terms. 3 plus 2a, remember these are the like terms. 3 plus 2a, that will be 5a. 9 minus 8 minus 21, that will give us negative 20, divided by a minus 4 and a plus 3. So from at the numerator, we can see that 5 can be divisible to 20 and 5 can be divisible to itself. So the best way will be to take out the highest common factor. The highest common factor will be 5. We'll be left with a. For us to get to negative 20, we need 4. A factor of 4, because 5 times negative 4 will give us negative 20. Divided by a minus 4 and a plus 3. So we have common brackets. The common bracket is a minus 4 and a minus 4. What am I left with? I'm left with 5 divided by a plus 3. So this is the solution that I'm left with, right? I hope I'm making sense, guys. I hope I'm making sense. So we need to be mindful on what we are doing, right? So our last question for today, right? We are having the second question: x cubed plus x squared plus x divided by x cubed minus 1. plus 2x plus 2, 1 minus x squared, x plus 1, x squared minus 1. You need to see what we are given here. You can see that we are given the sum of cubes. We are also given difference of two squares, right? So these are different types of factorization that you must work on. So we need to factorize where necessarily so, right? So factorization is essential, guys. So we can see what is common here. It's x. So you need to factor out x. What are you left with? You are left with x squared, because x times x squared will give you x cubed. So for you to get to x squared, you need x. For you to get to x, you need a factor of 1, because x times 1 will be x, right? So when I'm here, now I need to factorize the sum, different sum of cubes. What is the cubic root of x? Cubic root of x is x. What is cubic root of 1? Cubic root of 1 will be 1, right? So you have minus 1 here. So I will then square the first term. Square the first term will be x squared. Then the first term and the last term will multiply each other. X times 1, that will be x. Because we have negative here, we are going to have plus x here. So we will then square the last term, which is negative 1 squared. When brackets are closed and when the bracket is open and closed, then we get positive 1. Right. So we've already factorized here. Let's go to the second fraction. To the second fraction, we have 2x plus 2. We can see that 2, it's the highest common factor. Then you factor out. What are you left with? X here. To get to 2, you need 1. Right. So we are given a difference of 2 squares. Let me work this aside. Remember, we are having 1 minus x squared. 1 minus x squared is not in a standard form. So we need to factor out by taking out the negative. If we take out the negative, we are, when you transpose x, this will be positive x squared. When transpose 1, this will be minus 1. So we can go back and check whether it's true. Negative times x squared, it's negative x squared. Negative times negative, that's positive. So it's true. So this negative will affect the sign. So meaning that positive and negative will be negative, since we have changed the denominator here. So what are we left with? We are left with x squared minus 1. So we can factorize completely. Factors of x squared, it's x. Factors of 1, it's 1 and 1. The sign will be different, plus and minus. Then let's go to the third fraction, which is x plus 1. We will then factorize this difference of 2 squares as well. Factors of x squared, that will be x and x. Factors of 1, that will be 1 and 1. The signs, 1 will be positive and the other one will be negative. So from here, common bracket, third step, common bracket will cancel each other. We have x squared plus x plus 1. We have x squared plus x plus 1. This, they cancel. We have x plus 1, common brackets, cancel. We have x plus 1, cancels. Right. You are left with x divided by x minus 1, as well as minus 2 divided by x minus 1, as well as plus, since we are left, the denominator will be left with 1 divided by x minus 1. So we can see that the denominators are the same. You add and subtract the numerator. So meaning that here we will subtract x minus 2 plus 1 divided by x minus 1. So from here, what is the like terms? Negative 2 plus 1, that will be minus 1. So I'm left with x minus 1 as well as x minus 1. Here, x minus 1 divided by x minus 1, that will be 1. As well as even if you cancel, you're still going to get 1. So meaning that our solution here will be 1. So that's how you can tackle algebraic expression. Check whether there is the type of factorization you know. In most cases, they usually put the highest common factor, difference of 2 squares, grouping, as well as a trinomial. So you just have to know how to factorize and be able to know how to work with fractions. Once you know that, then you are safe, guys. These are basic principles that you will also need when you go to grade 12 or grade 11 as well. They are very important. See you on the next video. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? You only subscribe once. Thank you.